Hey there, how's it going? So this is going to be a quick video about how to write Fibonacci series in Scala. So I'm going to be using recursive function to do that. So Fibonacci series is basically it can be generated by adding two previous numbers together. So for example, we have this series of number starting from 0 to 8. So the Fibonacci 0 is going to give you 0, and Fibonacci 1 is going to give you 1. Fibonacci 2, here you start adding these two previous numbers. 0 plus 1 is going to give you 1. And Fibonacci 3, so you add two previous number, 1 plus 1, that is going to give you 2. And Fibonacci 4, so you add 1 plus 2, and that is going to give you 3. So that is how the series go. So you have to be adding two previous numbers together in order to get the next number. So and the way you can put this one down in recursive function is, so let's say we have a function called Fibonacci, so you want to enter a number, maybe a Fibonacci 2, Fibonacci 3, so, and that number is going to be integer. The data type is integer, and what we want to return is going to be int. Okay, so, yeah. So the first thing we need to do is, since we want to start from 0, so let's say if the integer, which is I, or let me put number, and so if the number is less than or equal to 0, we want to return 0. As if it's less than 2, so that maybe if it is 2 or 1, we want to return 1. Less than equal to 2, so we want to return 1. And otherwise we just want to return the addition of two previous number. So so for example, so if you have a Fibonacci here, the next number here will be let's say that would be Fibonacci so that would be Fibonacci n minus 2. Then the number after n minus 1, which is which is basically Fibonacci 3. So Fibonacci 3 minus 1 will give you Fibonacci 2. So that will be n minus 1. Then the final number, which is the last number, so which will be this Fibonacci 1. So that will be n minus 2. So 3 minus 2 will give you 1. So you add these two previous numbers together to get the results that you want. So so as you can see, this sign is just showing you that this is a recursive function. So if I go ahead and print, let's say Fibonacci, I'm going to print out Fibonacci 6 to be Fibonacci 6 executes. So as you can see, we are getting 8, which is the right number, which is what Fibonacci 6 should be. And So if you want to get like maybe from 0 to 6, you can use a loop, or you can write another like recursive function to do it. Like say for example, let's define a function, say a recursive, and let's give it a number. The number will be integer, and it's going to return, I don't want it to return anything, so that will be units, and so equal to so let's say if the number greater than or equal to 0. So what we want to do is basically print the Fibonacci, and then since it's going to be loop, we want to use recursive n-1. Let's say recursive 8. The downside here is going to start it from the largest number to the lowest. So as you can see, it starts from 8. So it starts from 8 to 0. So another thing you can use is use range. So I guess I need to explain how this Fibonacci work a bit better. So for example, this is okay, let's say this is Fibonacci 6, right? A number is 6 minus 1, so that will give us Fibonacci 5. And how is it going to find this Fibonacci 5? So it's going to go back here, because it's a recursive function. It's going to put 5 here, and it's going to check if the number is 0. No, it's not. If the number is less than 2, no, it's not. So okay, it's going to stop Fibonacci 5 somewhere. We haven't got the value yet, and here it's a Fibonacci 6 minus 2, which is going to be Fibonacci 4, and it's going to be the same thing. So the Fibonacci 4 is not there. So in the next iteration, it's going to do the same thing. This is Fibonacci 5 minus 3 minus 1. Yeah, this will be Fibonacci 4 2, right? And this will be n minus 1 2, which is 4 minus 2. So this will be Fibonacci 2. So here, if n equal to or less than 2, it should return 1. So here it's going to return 1. So so Fibonacci 2 is 1, right? And in the next iteration, this one is going to give us 2 minus 1, which is going to be 1. So now we've got Fibonacci 2 and Fibonacci 1. So for this one, we will get Fibonacci 3 somewhere. So here, at some point, we are going to get Fibonacci 3. What is Fibonacci 3? Fibonacci 3 is basically going to be Fibonacci 1 plus Fibonacci 2. Say for example, so here Fib 1 equal to let me just use Fib 2 equal to Fib 0 plus Fib 1, which is equal to 1, which is equal to 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1. And here we're going to get Fib, so here we have Fib 3, and Fib 3 is going to be Fib, so that will be the previous number, which is going to be Fib 1 plus Fib 2. which is equal to fib 1 is 1, and fib 2 equal to 1 as well, which is going to give you 2. So fib 3 is 2. So the same thing goes with fib 4, and fib 4 is going to be fib the previous two number, which is going to be fib 2 plus fib 3, I think. Yeah. So we have fib, which is Fibonacci 4. So it's going to be fib 2 plus fib 3. Yeah. So fib 2 plus fib 3 equal to fib 2 equal to 1 and fib 3 equal to 2. So that will give us 3. So that is how the iteration goes, right? So it's just going to recursively iterating this function and try to get the number. So it's like storing the value of each of the Fibonacci somewhere, and finally getting the output once everything is completely analyzed. So okay, and the final thing I want to do is basically use range. Let's say we want to get the Fibonacci from 1 to 20. So let me use for each. So I can use no. So for each, I want to basically print each of the Fibonacci. So that would be I. Okay. So let me run it again. So it should give me the Fibonacci from 1 to 20. So as you can see here, right? So so Fibonacci 1 is 1, Fibonacci 2 is 1, Fibonacci 3 is 2, Fibonacci 4 is 3, I think Fibonacci 5 is 5, and Fibonacci 6 is 8. Here, as you can see here, and Fibonacci 7 is 13, Fibonacci 8 is 21, and Fibonacci 9 is 34. So it's just going to be adding these two previous number. With Fibonacci 10 is going to be 21 plus 34, which is going to give you 55. So that is how the iteration works. I think, yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and also leave a comment. Okay, goodbye for now. Have a lovely day.